The distinctive skyline of Kuala Lumpur welcomed F1 for the 18th Malaysian Grand Prix.
Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, a great place to visit with its rich
running of the Malaysian Grand Prix.
Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, a great place to visit with its rich cultural heritage, the Petronas Tower, and the most technical and exciting circuits in Formula One. But when F1 comes here, everyone keeps one eye on the track and one eye on the sky. High heat and humidity in Malaysia means the weather can change quickly. Some teams even use at different parts of the circuit to collect real-time information about the weather rather than relying on the radar. And that's because convective storms can form without warning. Warm makes the cooler air above condensation and cumulonimbus clouds form like dark mountains in the sky, and because it happens so quickly here, the air becomes very unstable, and that means storms arrive with very little time to prepare. In fact, Malaysia hosted the last Grand Prix to be abandoned in 2009, where Kimi Raikkonen famously ate an ice cream during the delay. And ice creams are needed here, because when it isn't raining, Sepang is hot. And while modern science may have put an end to the days of drivers fainting and collapsing exhaustion, they are still racing in ambient temperatures in the mid-30s and cockpit temperatures above Celsius. To prepare for these conditions, the drivers drink up to 8 liters before the race. That's 5% of their body weight, which is 16 bottles of water.
During the race, we lose maybe 2 minutes, I would say. So you need to prepare yourself in a much more intense way to get used to this very hot condition. The humid is even more a problem compared to the hot.
You have 700 centiliters, which is not a lot because we lose about 2 to 3 kilos, so it's maybe 1/4 of it. But and it's not very nice because it's really very warm. It's next to the engine, so it's nearly 50 degrees the water, but you still need to take it. If not, there's too much risk.
But it isn't just the drivers that suffer in the conditions. Formula One is a team sport, and the pressure on the pit crew and the mechanics is just as intense.
If you think of the start of the race, for example, when they are on the grid and they've all sprint back and they're all in their so you all get back and ready for the start of the race and their potential first lap pit stop. Hot race, core temperatures are very high, and it's a very demanding environment.
We drink a lot of water and a lot of isotonic drinks, and I think the best thing is just keep reminding the guys to keep drinking that stuff. It's amazing just how much water you sweat here, and the weight of your clothes in the evening when you put them is incredible.
And also you need to make sure they've got the right levels of carbohydrates, glucose, making sure making and cognitive function at its best.
So for all the technology in Formula One, water remains the key to success in places like this, but not too much. I'm with Kimi. Time for an ice cream.
On Friday, it was Kevin Magnussen who felt the heat. His Renault caught fire during first practice to bring out the red flag. With fuel still leaking, it was a difficult situation to manage. But after several attempts, the mechanics were able to bring the blaze under control. Jenson Button joined a select group of drivers in reaching his 300th Grand Prix, and to celebrate, McLaren converted their motorhome into an English pub. The Dog and Button welcomed a large crowd from the paddock and provided various pub staples, sandwiches, Jenson-themed beer and, of course, darts. The former world champion toasted a superb career that had brought 15 victories and 1 world title. Secured his 8th pole of the season, with Rosberg again by Max Verstappen at just 0.04 of a second. The team lockouts continued with Ferrari occupying row 3. And Force India took the 4th row with Perez ahead of Hulkenberg. The sequence was ended by Button and Massa, who made for a very experienced row 5. But at the start of the formation lap, Felipe Massa was left stranded.
The throttle is not working. The throttle is not working, guys.
Williams scrambled to find a solution, and eventually Massa was restarted, sadly for the Brazilian, in the pit lane. The long run. Hamilton at the start as Rosberg packed in, but there was no initial way past. Behind them, Vettel attacked Verstappen, but his late-breaking move tagged Rosberg, who was spun in front of an oncoming field. Miraculously, no one hit the Mercedes, but the points leader now had a mountain to climb.
I made contact to the Mercedes. I had nowhere to go. I think that's it. Front suspension is damaged.
Vettel's first turn ambition had proved costly. Vettel got the best getaway in the top 5 to travel straight past Ricciardo and immediately put Verstappen under pressure.
In the end, there's not much to say. It's obviously a big shame for Nico, big shame for myself. I'm here and the race is still going on. I think those are the two things that aren't right, and the rest I haven't seen it.
Hamilton's grip on victory looked strong, with his teammate way down the order. Ricciardo ran second, Raikkonen and Perez duelled for 4th. Kimi showed he's after to complete a move to turn 2. That man Grosjean faced every driver's night. Brake failure into the final corner.
Okay, the brake.
Hamilton's pace was the rest.
Okay, let's see the right line now. Let's just break it off.
With control, Mercedes turned to the charge. Rosberg Rosberg attacked to answer his critics with the move made at the last possible moment. The wide line allowed Rosberg to challenge into turn 2. Raikkonen left cars with 28 X, and the points leader needed a second invitation. 1 lap later, the Red Bull went wheel to wheel. Verstappen had the car advantage, but Ricciardo refused to use this time. Max moved ahead in turn 5, Ricciardo kept his foot to the floor as well. The position swapped corner after corner before Verstappen backed out and Ricciardo hung on to second place. Red Bull were breathing easy for the moment. Lap 41, Lewis Hamilton was cruising at the top lead. An anguished Hamilton was forced to retire with engine failure as the championship momentum swung by his teammates' favour. His reaction was telling. Hamilton's news dealt a huge blow to his title aspiration. Toto Wolff watched a surfing big slip away for the German monarch. For Hamilton, it was difficult to believe. Red Bull acted decisively. They brought both cars into the 42. With this Gutierrez running at reduced speed under the virtual safety car. But he wasn't expecting that. The Mexican wheel attached to compound a miserable day for the American squad. The crowd enjoyed the classic race, but there was yet another twist.
Okay, first was a 10 time penalty for collision. You know what you need to do. There's maybe 10 seconds. Go.
He won the Grand Prix. First over 2 years.
Well done, you fantastic. You deserve that. Well done.
It was an unexpected fourth career win for the popular Australian, and Verstappen made Red Bull's first one since 2013. Raikkonen's car suffered from the clash with Rosberg, who beat him by 3 seconds after the penalty was applied. Facing backwards at turn 1, Nico Rosberg couldn't have dreamed of a 23-point lead. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes' tight race meant the battle to Japan. Renault added to their total thanks to Jolyon Palmer's first point in Formula 1.
Inside. Everyone enough to swing your way. It goes both ways.
Sometimes the podium contains a range of emotions, but here all three men were delighted, and that meant the return of the shoey. No one was safe, not even Christian Horner, nor the drivers Ricciardo had beaten to victory.
They've all earned their money today. It's been a hot Grand Prix. And I'm not doing this. Out it goes. Daniel, that national anthem was getting to you. Great win, mate. Great win.
Thank you. Obviously, when the other one goes, so, you know, I'll no hard feelings to us, but I'll definitely take the win. And it's been pretty emotional, 2 years since the last win, and we've come so close this year. And I'm extremely grateful for this, and thank you for all the support. It's overwhelming to say the least.
Lewis Hamilton, however, was struggling to find anything to smile about.
It definitely is tough to see all those points disappear when you work so hard to get them. But it's a very, very odd feeling right now, I have to say. It's very hard to stand here and be all positive. Yeah, it's going to be great, because I'm the only one with Mercedes engines that have been failing this year out of all the engines, which doesn't sit right with me.
Mustafa, chairman of the Automobile Association of Malaysia.
Today was a tough day because after turn 1 I thought it was finished, but of course, I'm happy with the comeback to get all the way back on the podium. I definitely didn't think that was going to be possible. And for Lewis, I've been in his position. I know how terrible it is in that moment. So I'm sure he's totally gutted.
Yeah, but is that the first time you've drunk champagne out of another man's shoe?
I hope he does not win any more races this year.
I haven't made many friends actually from this, so